once the lien is filed at the courthouse, it will stay on that piece of property until the tax bill is paid. Once they come in, there is a fee applied to that, which is $51. Once the tax bill has been paid, I prepare a release for Megan to take to the courthouse to release that lien off of that piece of property.
And just of note, the county sells its delinquent tax bills, the city retains ours. So we've always just done that, and eventually we get paid on them.
So the properties can have multiple liens year after year?
Yes, and there are several properties in the city that do obtain a lien year after year. Yes.
Okay.
And that's all I have.
Thank you, Jeanette. And then Mayor's Report, I have this on your desk, and just quickly, on the left side, not many changes there. I know you all have been down East High Street. It is rough right now. The sewer portion of that project is complete, and they will be beginning the water project soon. So just expect East High Street is going to continue to be rough, and expect delays there through the summer. We've been notified just this week that Big Staff Court and Wynn Street will also have, is it water or sewer? Sewer, I'm sorry. Sewer project that's going to begin up there. We had planned to repave Wynn, so I'm glad they told us before they started that project. So that project will also be taking place through the summer. So we'll delay the repaving of Wynn Street until that project's complete. Toward the bottom, you'll see the TAP 3 sidewalks. I was off. I apologize to council. The bids, I thought they would come in before this meeting. I had just looked at the calendar wrong. But the bids for the TAP 3 sidewalk projects on Main Street and North Maysville Street here will come in this Friday. We will have to have a special called meeting, and we can address that before we leave today to just set that up. Just to accept those bids so we can allow the contractor to begin moving on that project. But we're almost there. We've been talking about that project for several years now. We're almost there. Spring cleanup, Nathan had mentioned that. I'll just add there on your right-hand side, I will have that on social media here next week. We have found if we put it out too early, then piles of trash start too early. So we kind of hold off on that until about 10 days prior to that activity starting. And then City Hall will be closed this Friday in recognition of Good Friday. Staffing report, no changes, but like Chief said, we do have an officer that's going to be leaving us next week. So we're actively recruiting, always looking for good people to come to work for the city of Mount Sterling. Any questions for me over anything? Okay, thank you. Item number 7 is authorization to retain legal counsel to initiate litigation for blighted, abandoned, and dilapidated bad properties submitted by the Code Enforcement Board. This is phase 7 now. So 7 years we've been doing this. In your packets, you'll see the properties that we were going to ask council to give me permission to move forward with. There are 3 in the packet, but Stephen had told you 314 East Locust came in and handed over the deed to us this week and transferred that over. So that will not be a property that we will pursue. The 2 properties that I'm asking your permission to move forward on are 210 Montgomery Avenue. This is a property that's actually, the home is not in bad shape, but the current liens are at $6,300. We continue to have to go clean that property up. Mowing, every time a tenant moves out, we have to clean up the leftover furniture, debris. It's just been one issue after another, and the liens are up to $6,300, so we can't continue this. It's been going on for several years. And then
I'm sorry, can you sell it for the amount of the liens?
Well, what would happen, so what we'd be looking to, if we can get, hand this over to an attorney to work for us, they'll push this to a master commissioner sale. It'll get sold. Someone will buy this. It's a good property, and we'll get our money back.
Okay.
So that's the reason for moving forward with 210 Montgomery. And the other one is 408 Jackson Street. And that one sits beside a property we already own, where we had a bad house that we've tore down. This one is on the bad tax list. It's got overdue taxes, back taxes, it's abandoned, it's dilapidated, and that current amount that they owe us is about $6,700. So, you know, in the past, we've been looking at multiple properties to move forward on. We've addressed most of the blight, so we only have 2 properties that we really feel we need to move forward with this year. And we still are pending a couple from last year. I've printed out the list for you here just to see where we're at, but we still have a few properties that have not worked their way through the court system yet. So yet another reason to only ask for 2 properties here. So any questions on these 2 that I'm asking to move forward with? Got a motion? Barnes, second from King. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Hilton. King.
Aye.
Item number 8 is review and discussion of the bid for use of Adena Trail Park for 2025 Court Day Festival. That bid was placed on social media, or I'm sorry, on our website and in the newspaper. I also sent it out to all the property managers who manage property at Court Day. We opened bids this morning, only had 1 bid come in from Mr. Mac McCormick. He submitted a bid of $7,000 for the use of the property along the Adena Trail. And he also had put an addendum that if, from our Court Day Committee, Dr. King and Pam, the section you're managing, if you wish to have him help you fill any of those spots, he would do that. He's offered it a 50% share of the cost of those rentals. So I know you're still working to see what you're gonna do under the pavilion, how far that extends out. So he put that in the bid, that he would be willing to share anything if you want to look at that space and see if there's anything you want to share with that. So 1 bid, I'm just asked for, well, first, if there's any questions on this bid, if you feel comfortable with it, a motion to accept this bid to allow him to manage that property during the court day this year. It's a 1 year.
I just had a question.
Yes.
What are you all gonna rent underneath there? Are you trying to take
So-
crafts or are you?
No, so
antiques
we're wanting to use the pavilion for music, to actually have like a covered area. So that when they have the bands, that they're out of the sun, or also have a place for people to sit in the shade, because we
And
don't
make it more
offer
of a
anything
focal
like.
point.
Yeah, and make it more central, and use it more for tourism, like, not necessarily to rent out as much to just use for like the tourism part. We just feel like it's a good place to, because a lot of people, it gets hot there, we always have to worry about if there's rain and the bands get wet, and we just, that's been one of our ideas for a long time.
That's a good
We've just
idea.
been trying to work it out.
Okay. Any further questions? So, motion to accept this bid, you made the motion? Okay.
I'll
The second? Second, Dr. King, any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Hilton. King. Murphy.
Aye.
Item number 9, reappoint Jimmy Daniels to the 911 board. This is a 3-year term, which will run through now May of 2028.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by King, second by Barnes. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Hilton. King.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Item number 10, reappoint Chief Terry Landrum to the 911 board. Once again, 3-year term. This will run through May of 2028.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Helton, second by King. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Hilton. King.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
This is a joint appointment with Montgomery County Fiscal Court. Reappoint Greg Beam to the 911 board. This is a 3-year term that'll run through May of 2028.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by King,
Second.
second by Helton. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Hilton. King.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Item number 12 is appoint Catrice Garrett to the Housing Authority Commission. This is to fill the unexpired term of Suzanne Perry, who's had to step down from the commission. This will take, this term will run through April of 2026. Motion by Barnes,
Second.
Second by King. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes.
Aye.
Hilton. King.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Item number 13 is Resolution R4 2025. This is a resolution of the city of Mount Sterling authorize the filing of a Fund B loan application and appointing the mayor and general manager Brad Reed and their successors entitled as official project representatives. This is to file for funding to help with the rehabilitation of the Greenbrier Dam. Motion by Barnes.
Second.
Second by Hilton. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Hilton.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Item number 14, Resolution R5 2025 is a resolution adopting and approving the execution of the Municipal Road Aid Co-op Program contract between the City of Mount Sterling and the Commonwealth of Kentucky. As I said before, these receipts this year are $176,688.25.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by King,
I'll second.
second by Murphy. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes.
Aye.
Hilton.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
There are no items for closed session. Before I turn it over to council, I just ask, we need a date to meet for a special called meeting to accept the bid that is submitted for the sidewalk project. So those, like I said, come in Friday. Stephen Sewell will look those over the weekend and then lay those out for a council to be able to approve. We would like to do that Monday or Tuesday. I don't know if you have your calendars ready in front of you. But Tuesday would be a great day, and I know you've got work, and Roger's retired, so he's a little
I mean, can
flexible.
we do it like Tuesday evening?
We can
I
do
mean,
it
after-
Tuesday evening. It's whatever you all feel is best.
I can't do it during the day, but I could do it during
Okay.
the evening, but it's up to y'all.
6 o'clock.
Would you all, is this,
7 o'clock?
5 o'clock, I could do it.
Can we do 5:30?
absolutely, we can
30
do
minutes
whatever you all
before.
choose. If you all say 5:30 next Tuesday night would be fine, we'll put out public notice. Thank you, I'll put out a reminder to you.
Because
I will remind you, yes.
5:30 Tuesday.
This will be a special called meeting. The only item on the agenda will be to accept the bids for the TAP 3 sidewalk
That'll be
project.
right here, right?
That'll be right here, yes. Okay. We have that date. You know what that
It's
date
the
is?
22nd,
22nd, 5:30.
yes.
Okay, thank you. And we have an opening on planning and zoning for a member, Dwayne Dennis. You all just approved him. Great citizen, but he's got an opportunity that's a job opportunity that's going to take him out of state. So now we have another opening. I have reached out to a very qualified individual, but if you all know of anybody who may be interested in serving as a member of the Planning and Zoning Commission, please give me their name. I'd love to be able to talk to them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anything from council?
I'm gonna make the motion, I'm gonna put it in the Larry Talent motion.
Okay, we got a motion from Barnes,
Second. if you
second
need it.
from King. Hearing no objections, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.